You know, an interesting thing about capsicums, or peppers as they're known in America, is they're the same colours as traffic lights. Imagine if instead of traffic lights, we had people just sat atop poles throwing different colour capsicums at the cars, depending on if they were to stop or go. Like, wouldn't that be a genius job? Who wouldn't want that job, to just climb up a pole, stand up the top and just hurl capsicums down? Genius. Anyway, this is a story about how a capsicum affected me in my life. And I think it's a good sort of story that sort of shows my personality, shows a lot about who I am as a person. And I mean, you're probably thinking, like, what can a capsicum do to hurt someone unless, like, someone throws it at you? But, yeah, well, I mean, besides capsicums not being able to make up their mind about if they're a fruit or a vegetable, I mean, they're sort of in between still. I don't think capsicums have made up their minds yet. So I don't normally do a whole lot of grocery shopping, but when I do, I normally have a list written out for me. And the thing is, I tend to not pay attention to things, and one of the main worst offenders is the amount. I never look at the amount, I just get one of everything. And that's what's happened in this case. I've gone into a major supermarket and I've got one of every item on my list. Gone through the checkout, stopped and realised, I've forgotten to get 2 capsicums. Now this in most cases would be fine, but if you know me, I don't tend to like going back into a shop once I've just come out of it having bought something. It's sort of like if you go back in and then come back out again, it almost feels like you're stealing because of the stuff you've already got. Like, even if you've got a receipt, it just doesn't feel right to me. So I proceed to freak out. I'm thinking, my girlfriend's gonna find out. And it's not so much about the fact that I've got 2 capsicums from different places. I think it's more about the principle of the fact that I should have checked the list and known that I needed 2 capsicums from the one place to start with. So I'm freaking out, going, oh no, what am I gonna do? I obviously go, alright, I've got to go to another supermarket because I can't go back into the one I've just been in. So I think, alright, I won't go to a chain one, I'll just go to a local one that's just around the corner. It'll be a lot easier. I'll burn the receipt, I'll do some sort of ritual or something I'll rub the ashes of the receipt that I've burned all over my body. No one's gonna find out about this capsicum ordeal. So I drive home, drop off the capsicum I've got, head on over to the local supermarket, which is a bit of a smaller one. And I get in and I look at the capsicum and I just am dreading this. I mean, I don't know what they do to the capsicums in the bigger stores, but they're smooth and luscious and plump and they look really good. The capsicums in the local store, I don't know, it must have been a bad week or something, but it had wrinkles, it was small, just, I mean, I'm not fruitist or anything like a fruitist, vegetableist, I don't care, but the fact is I know in my brain that my girlfriend's gonna know, and that's what scares me. So as much as I'm dreading it, I go home, I chop up the capsicums, put them on a plate, and you know, once they're sort of together, it's not too obvious. My girlfriend gets home, and she doesn't realise. It's a miracle. She starts telling me about her day, capsicums are all forgotten about. Anticlimactic, yes, but I think this story tells a lot about me, the way I think, and what sort of happens in my life that isn't seen and all just sort of happens and then isn't spoken about until now, and then is published on the internet for everyone to see. So I hope you've learned something about me, and eat a capsicum or throw it at a car to tell it to stop. Capsicum. I mean, look at this side. It's like someone's pumped Botox into it and made it all smooth, and then it's sort of this side, it's all wrinkly and dirty. It's like, oh, wait, how, this is like, this side nice, this side horrible. Is that aging differently? Is it like this side is 20 and this side is like 57? I don't know.